Alright folks, welcome back to Procreate. So in this lesson, we're going to show you how to work with text. Now, text is the special type of layer. So let's go ahead and just create any old size canvas you want, right? I'm going to do a 1500 by 1500. It really doesn't matter. So when you look at working with text in Procreate, you're going to want to come over to the wrench. You're going to want to go to Add, and you're going to want to go to Add Text. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to add text. And once you're done, click there. Now, when we do this part, the text layer is a special type of layer. Notice here in my layers panel, it's got this A. That signifies it's a text layer. So you can edit it as text. In order to edit the layer, just tap back on the layer. Up comes your discussion there. So you've got your keypad and you can do anything you want with it. Now, once you've got the message right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change this S up. And I'm going to change this S up. Now you can edit style. You see the blue edit style? Now this button comes up and you have access to all of your fonts that you have on your iPad. Now, refer to tutorials around how to import fonts onto iPad. We assume you know how to use your iPad. But if it's on your iPad, it's available in Procreate. So I can change it to say Jack Armstrong, and then I can change italic, bold, that kind of thing. Whatever adjustments or whatever styles are available in the font will be available through Procreate. And then you can adjust the size, you can adjust the kerning, you can adjust the tracking and the leading. These are all typography terms. Refer to the lesson at the end of this section around basic typography terms. That'll help you in typography. That lesson is not for Procreate specifically, but it does teach you what kerning, tracking, leading, and things like baselines are. And then you can adjust things like the opacity. You can also change the orientation. So we can go vertically, see how that works? And then we can change the orientation back to go horizontally. So anything that's here in terms of justification, in terms of underlining, in terms of outlining, that kind of thing, is totally up to what you want to do. Now, if you wanted to import a font, you could easily come in and import a font that way. Cancel. All right, let's do this again. Now, I want to show you this because this is the next step. When you stretch this out, right, once you get it where you want it, let's say, let's go ahead and just bring this back. Now what you want to be able to do is, if you go ahead and flatten this layer, right? Now, what does it mean to flatten it? If you go through and you say, you know what, I'm good with this, let's rasterize. Click on rasterize. Now, this becomes just an image. So now I can come into transform and I can adjust it, but you'll notice I can never go back to text at this point. Now, here's a master level trick. This is a cheat trick, actually. If you have text that you like and you wanted to warp them, which we're going to do later, you could save this as an image, trace over the letters, and then you could adjust them with the warp tool individually. I'm going to show you how to do that in the final project for this section. We got a couple more things to build. That's how you work with text in Procreate. All right, we'll see you in the next one.